It's a big day here on Work for Avocados. We are announcing the winners of the Unconventional surf skate competition put on by Mark the Landlocked Surfer. I was a secondary judge in this, and I have been, the past few days have been hard for me to get this video out between electricity going out. I was out in El Salvador filming the WSL, and I just got back in town. My plane was delayed. 1.5 million things happened along the way, but I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. Hopefully that just built the suspense even more. Huge shout out to everybody who entered. You guys entered some awesome posts. There was a lot of lines and tricks that I want to try out myself now, so I'm feeling really inspired. So thank you guys again for sharing that. Thank you to Mark for putting on the contest, and I'm sorry that all that happened. But without further ado, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get to this contest. We have reached the conclusion of the Unconventional contest. It's a contest celebrating uniqueness and innovativeness in surf skating. Mark the Landlocked Surfer put it on. He's joining me today, and we have individually gone through and narrowed our list down to the top 5 to 7 possible winners, and we're sharing our lists, and we're gonna try to figure out who is the top surf skater of 2022, at least as far as this contest is concerned. Mark, thanks for being on. How hard was it for you to narrow this list down for you? We had a lot of pretty unique entries.
It was tough. It was like very diverse mix of different things. So we saw, some unique use of terrain. We saw some freestyle moves brought into it, some more traditional skateboarding integrated into it. So it kind of there were some that I sort of put them in categories together, almost like a March Madness bracket. And I was like, all right, these two kind of are similar. Which one stands out between those? And it was fun. And I think it'll be interesting to see where we come out when we compare our notes.
Definitely. There's a lot of really unique ones. There are a few moves that I saw that I was like, man, you know what? I'm going to give that a try. Or I saw something and I was like, I could combine this with that. So shout out to everyone who entered. It's inspiring everybody. And, we're all winners here, but we got to narrow it down to top 3, right?
Yeah, I was super stoked to see just, the people who participated, some people who sent their submissions in and said, they were a little bit timid or worried about submitting it, but just seeing, amongst the competitors, even liking and commenting on each other's posts, just hyping each other up, that was so positive to see. And a few people who said, they were pushing themselves and tried and landed something new. So just loved seeing that, this contest might have gave people a little push to push their boundaries a bit and do something new and get stoked on it. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out.
Definitely. There's a few people who I've been following, and even in the past month or two, to see their progression, it's been awesome to see, because they really took it to a whole nother level. What ideally were you looking for in your criteria?
To me, what I was looking for is, as someone who tries to think outside of the box in everything that I do, I was like, can someone think of something that I haven't done or haven't thought of trying? Something that I look at and say, oh, wow, that's cool. I want to learn that. Or someone who is, being creative in their interaction with the terrain and how they're riding. So those were kind of some of the key things that I was looking for. How about yourself, Michael?
So for me, it was trying to find someone who is doing a little bit of both planes of things. So not only people who were using the mechanics of the surf skating, but also people who are having a more street style to it. Because I know that's kind of where you are coming from. Not necessarily super strict with the idea of the contest, but at the same time, not someone who is just doing street. Someone who is able to incorporate kind of both worlds into things. There were some environments that really came into play that I thought were really fun. A lot of creative aspects in that. So for me, it was someone who was trying to do a little bit of both worlds, and someone who was trying to do something a little bit different, even if it might not have been perfect. They were kind of stepping a little bit outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah, that was the same way I was looking at it.
Perfect. So kicking things off, we have RJ Photos LC. See him on the half pipe. Nice little axle stall. That looks like a pretty fun ramp. He looks like he's got a few other entries. In this one, he's at a park. Looks like some pretty fun banks. Ooh, nice carve grind. All right. And for his third entry, you got a little slappy grind. Slappy grinds are always good. I like to see those. Nice little carve. Up next, we got the Grinch coming out of St. Augustine. Phil Spiderman, longboard surfer, hitting a nice 360. I hit it, actually skated this park before. I've actually skated this spot before, it's pretty fun. Coming up on the bank. Whoop-ha! Surf skate WWA, what you got for us, man? Ooh. Oh! Okay, oh. He's not done. All right. Getting super creative with the surfing aspect of it. That looks really fun. Peter Parker with a nice rail grab. All right, Donovan. He's got some ups. Didn't clear it completely, but it was still pretty nice. As you can see, I saw this one earlier. Ooh! Mo! Mo, I hope you're all right, man. Gulazar, what you got for us, man? All right. Okay, a little alley-oop action. We got Greg coming out of Tampa. All right. Donovan's getting the toe in. Nice, getting speed. It's always nice to see. Skating brings families together. Friends, families. I love it. All right. Okay, a little nose manual. Nice, didn't expect to see that, I'll be honest. And the third entry from the Grinch. Oh, he's got the 6-6. Nice. That's that giant handboard. This is definitely the biggest one we've seen so far. Sick nose ride. Nice cross stepping. I gotta say, this is the first longboard entry we've seen. Okay. He's got style. He's got camera angles. He's got slides. I like the swallowtail. All right, next up we got Keenosaur. Making some tight carves in a tight area. Really making the most of those pumps and turns. All right, what's he got? All right, river stomp. The truck stand, nice. First truck stand we've seen. The action, nice. From the Mustachio, nice 360 into the bank. Big old boneless. All right, little air. Nice little hit. With a 3. That's a big old board, man. Orion Surfs coming in with the indoor park. Coming over the bank. Nice little slide before the extension. Little ollie. All right, all right. And another little slide. Ollie back up that. Nice combo. I think got a little 50-50 on the end. That was pretty sick. All right, next up, we got... this guy's ugly. I don't like him. Nice air. We have Surfskate Billy. Oh! Oh! Ah! Glad they were wearing knee pads. Respect. My wrist hurt just watching that. I think my elbow just popped. Ben Gravy would love this. The truck stand pump? I mean, I definitely have not seen that yet. That is pretty dope. Alright guys, it is the moment we have all been waiting for. What are the top 3 spots in this contest? Well, we're going to start off with number 3, of course. We've got to build suspense. Guys, everyone who submitted did a really good job, but these 3 people, we feel, checked off not only the surf skate aspect, they checked off technical aspect. They showed the best of both worlds. They showed creativity, and this was a hard call to make for all of these. Mark and I went back and forth for a good hour trying to figure out who should be in what position. Starting off with number 3, we have Surfskate WWA. He had a really nice vert slide, and he had another entry where he also did a belly ride into a huge bank where it looked like he was just boogie boarding the whole way down. So based off of creativity in that and just his style in that first run, we gave him the number 3 spot. Moving on up to the second category, number 2, we have Orion Surfs. Orion did a little bit of everything. Not only did he incorporate slides, he also did ollies. He did a really nice use of his environment, and he seemed like he was just a really creative skater and really tried to step outside of the box of what he seemed comfortable with. So that spot goes to number 2. And now, Cashew, that's funny. Cashew, what are you doing? And now, the number 1 spot, the moment we've all been waiting for. This person really surprised me. He is a really good surf skater, but he seemed to really take it up a notch for this contest, and that is Goofy Foot Greg. Greg incorporated a ton of variety into his lines, not only doing a super strong technical run, but he also really incorporated a lot of the mechanics in the surf skate itself, which is really something that we're looking for. Someone who is able to kind of fill both sides of the spectrum. Shout out to everybody who entered. Again, this is a really tough call to make, but thank you guys for having me on as a judge, and I'm sorry again for the delay. I just got back into town, and now I have so much to catch up on. But thank you guys for watching. Shout out to Mark, and he'll be contacting you about your prizes.